Welcome to the intermediate level. I'm extremely happy that you've made this far. 90% of students don't make it, not because English is difficult, but lack of commitment and dedication. And you have it, so be proud of yourself. And if you are joining the course from this level, from the intermediate level, welcome. I'm sure that we are going to boost your English skills. We are going to take it to the next level, all right? So without further ado, let's get down to it. Before, just take your mobile phone, okay? Just put it away. In English, I like to call it study mode on, okay? Study mode on activated, study mode on enabled. Now it's time to focus 100% on the class, all right? Beautiful. Let's get down to business. Unit 1, talking about the future. Talking about the future. In this unit, we are going to focus on this topic to talk about the future, okay? And the first question is, what will life in the future be like? What will life in the future be like? Do you know? Do you have any ideas? What do you think of the future? What are your predictions? What are your predictions? What do you believe is going to happen in the future? Okay? So we have a text. It's an interview with a professor, an academic professor, okay? And he's going to talk about his ideas, his predictions to the future. So we are going to read this text together, and after we are going to listen to the conversation, okay? So you can connect the visual with the audio, all right? So let's do it. Speaker, today we have in our show Professor Fitzpatrick from Dublin, Ireland, to talk about what life in the future will be like. Professor, what can you tell us about the future? Okay. Any questions here about vocabulary? Any difficult word? I think it's fine, right? No new words here. When you read content in English that you don't know all of the words, which is mostly all of the time, it happens to everybody, okay? Even in Portuguese, I read content in Portuguese, and sometimes I don't know what a particular word means. So I have to look it up, okay? We are going to read the text, and if we come across any word that we don't know its meaning, we are going to look them up in the internet, on the internet, okay? That's no problem. Professor, predicting the future, thinking about imagining the future, predicting the future with absolute certainty is a challenge. However, we can speculate on potential developments based on current trends and technological advancements, okay? So trends, the tendencies, okay? Trends, tendencies, okay? So when you predict the future, you think what the future is going to be like, okay? So he's saying that it's a challenge. It's hard. It's difficult. How can we tell what is going to happen in the future? Okay, it's a challenge. However, extremely important word in English. However gives the idea of contrast. Is synonym to but. Okay? But we can speculate on potential developments based on current trends. Current means actual, at the moment, okay? So current, happening now, all right? What role will technology play in our lives? What role will technology play in our lives? This structure, this expression is fantastic, and I strongly recommend you to use it, okay? Play a role. And the question is, what role does, and then you put the thing that you're talking about, what role does something play in your life, in your job, in your work, no, in your career? For example, what role does social media, no, what role do because social media is a plural. What role does the social media play in your life? Okay, how important, okay? This expression means how important this is in your life. What role would technology play in our lives? How important will be technology in our lives in the future? Technology will play an even more significant role in our lives. AI, artificial intelligence, and automation will continue to advance, shaping industries such as healthcare, transportation, and manufacturing. We'll see self-driving cars becoming commonplace, AI-driven personalized medicine, and smart cities optimizing resource usage. Nice paragraph, huh? Nice vocabulary here to use. Today, technology will play. I'm sorry. Today, technology will play an even more significant role in our lives. Technology will play an even more significant role in our lives. So technology will be even more important in our lives. Okay, AI, artificial intelligence, and automation will continue to advance, to progress. Okay, to better, to improve, shaping. Okay, shaping industries such as healthcare. Healthcare about medicine, laboratories, okay, about cosmetics, okay, cleaning, self-hygiene products, transportation, and manufacturing. Manufacturing is the production system. We'll see self-driving cars, also called driverless cars, okay? Cars that go without a person driving them, okay? Self-driving cars or driverless cars. Becoming commonplace, something common, something usual. AI-driven personalized medicine and smart cities optimizing resource usage or the use of resources, okay? The use of resources, okay? Financial resources, human resources, natural resources, any type of resource, okay? That's amazing. What about renewable energy? Energy. Words ending in Y, G. Energy. Sorry. The shift toward renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydroelectric power will accelerate. This transition will lead to cleaner environments, reduce carbon emissions, and greater energy sustainability. Let's understand this paragraph. The shift. Shift is the change, okay? The change. Shift, the change. Toward, in the direction of something. If you take a bus toward downtown, that bus is going downtown. So toward means in direction to, okay? So this change in direction to renewable energy, like solar, wind, hydroelectric power, will accelerate, okay? And this transition will lead. Lead is the verb of the word leader. So a leader, a person, a leader, leads people. So something leads one thing to another place, to another thing, okay? This street leads to the end of the city. It's an example of lead, okay? I will lead you to the supermarket, okay? Leads, to take, to conduct, all right? Yeah, to cleaner environments, okay? Less polluted, reduced carbon emissions, and greater energy sustainability, okay? Outstanding. Outstanding is an adjective synonym to awesome. Awesome. amazing, marvelous, terrific, fantastic, okay? And outstanding, okay? They are all synonyms. They mean the same. Outstanding, it sounds like a dream. Professor, what can you say about virtual and augmented reality? Virtual and augmented reality. If you don't know the difference, I strongly recommend you to watch videos on YouTube with the differences between virtual and augmented reality. There are fantastic English videos on YouTube for you guys to watch it, okay? Professor, virtual and augmented reality will transform the way we interact with the digital world, okay? They will transform, they will change the way we interact with the digital world. From immersive entertainment experiences to enhanced remote collaboration and training, these technologies will redefine how we perceive and interact with information, how we perceive, how we understand, how we deal with information, okay? Perceive, how we understand it, okay? So, perceive, understand. All right? If there are other words here that you don't know the meaning, no problem. Just look them up on the internet, okay? Be it in a translator, okay, or checking the meaning, or a paper dictionary, no problem. Professor, will there be flying cars in the future? Will there be flying cars in the future? Good question. What do you think? I'm not so sure. I think would be extremely complicated. But let's see. The professor. He is the specialist, not me. Although flying cars are still in the experimental and developmental stage, it's possible that with continued advancements in technology and regulations, we'll see flying cars in the future. Although, what does it mean? Although gives the idea of contrast. For example, although I like pizza, I'm on diet. Okay? Although I am Brazilian, I don't dance the samba. I can't. Okay? So although gives the idea of contrast. All right? So although flying cars are still in the experimental and developmental stage, so they are at the beginning of this process of development, it's possible that with continued advancements in technology and regulations, laws from the government, okay, we'll see flying cars in the future. Some companies are testing functional flying vehicles, often referred to as urban air mobility vehicles, that can take off and land vertically, like helicopters. So some companies are testing functional flying vehicles, not cars, any type of vehicle, okay? Often referred to as. So often means frequently. Often, frequently, referred to as, frequently called, frequently named, okay? Urban air mobility vehicles, right? That can take off. Take off means leave the ground, okay? So an airplane, when the airplane starts to fly, the airplane takes off, okay? When you leave the ground, okay? So these flying cars, they can take off vertically in land, take off, land. Land is the opposite of take off. Get back to the ground. So at the end of the flight, when you're arriving at the destination, the airplane lands. Okay, take off, land. So yeah, these vehicles, they can take off or land vertically, like helicopters. Okay? These vehicles are designed to navigate urban environments and potentially alleviate traffic congestion. Alleviate, reduce. Okay, alleviate, reduce. Let's continue. That's very interesting, Professor. That's very interesting. Professor, will humans ever live in space? What do you think? What do you think? Despite the high investment, human space exploration will progress, with the establishment of lunar and Martian colonies becoming a distinct possibility. Despite the high investment, despite another word that means contrast. Despite. Contrast. Contrast. Opposite. Okay? Despite the hot weather, I am drinking hot coffee now. Okay? It's hot. Usually in hot weather we drink something cold. But despite the hot weather, I'm drinking hot coffee now. Okay? So contrast ideas. So despite the high investment, there's a lot of investment, human space exploration will progress with the establishment of lunar and Martian colonies becoming a distinct possibility. Distinct possibility. Space tourism might become more accessible, thus opening up new frontiers for adventure and research. Space tourism might become more accessible. Okay, there is a probability. Okay, might become, maybe, perhaps, more accessible. Thus, consequently, opening up new frontiers, okay, for adventure and research in the space. All right, let's continue. Last, but definitely not least, will people live longer? People will be older, will live many years, okay? To increase life expectancy. Life expectancy, okay? Let's see. Medical breakthroughs will lead to more effective treatments and personalized therapies. Medical breakthroughs. What is a breakthrough? A breakthrough is an important discovery. Breakthrough. It's an important discovery. Like the internet was a breakthrough. Airplanes, when they were discovered, when they were invented, okay, they were breakthroughs. Okay, so breakthrough is an important discovery, an invention. Okay, an important discovery or an important invention. Okay. Genetic editing, nanotechnology, and telemedicine will revolutionize healthcare delivery, extending human lifespans and improving overall quality of life. Okay? So, genetic editing, nanotechnology, telemedicine will revolutionize, make a revolution, healthcare delivery, extending human lifespans. Human lifespans, lifespan is the same as life expectancy. So lifespan. Okay? Life expectancy separated. Lifespan together. Improving overall quality of life. So the quality of human's life will be better and longer. People will live longer and better, with better quality of life, according to the professor. Due to an aging population, innovations in elder care and assisted living will emerge. Robotics and AI will assist in providing companionship and support for the elderly. Elderly, old people. Okay? Young, child, teenager, adult, elderly, old people. Okay? So due to means because of. Due to. Because of. It's really used in English, due to. If you don't know this, start using. I strongly recommend you to use it, okay? Due to the hot weather, I'm going to the pool. Because of the hot weather, I'm going to the pool. So due to aging population. Aging, what is age? Age is the number of years a person has lived. For example, I'm 40 years old. My age is 40. Okay? If I'm aging, I'm getting older. Okay? So due to an aging population, because a population that is living longer, that is getting older, innovations in elder care for old people, and assisted living will emerge. Assisted living, technology to support people live when they're old. Okay, assisted living, things to help their old people to live their lives. Okay, like machines to help them walk, tools to help them in their houses, in their apartments. Okay, all of these are considered assisted living. So these will emerge because people are living longer and are getting older. Robotics and AI will assist in providing companionship. Okay, so there will be robots taking care of old people. What do you think? And support for the elderly. Okay, so these old people will have the company of robots helping them with their daily tasks in their houses, in their apartments. And last paragraph to conclude. Remember that the future is shaped by numerous factors, including unforeseen events, scientific discoveries, and societal changes. Therefore, the possibilities are vast, and the future will likely be a mix of surprises, challenges, and exciting opportunities. So to conclude, remember, the future is shaped by numerous factors, many factors, including unforeseen events, events that nobody saw before, unforeseen, nobody expected. Can you see what's going to happen in the future? No. So we are talking about unforeseen. We cannot see ahead. Scientific discoveries and societal changes, okay? Changes related to decisions of the society. Therefore, okay? Therefore is the same as so, but therefore is a better word to say, okay? I'm Brazilian, therefore. I'm Brazilian, so I speak Portuguese. I'm Brazilian, therefore I speak Portuguese, okay? Therefore, the possibilities are vast, are huge, are enormous, are many, and the future will likely be a mix of surprises, challenges, and exciting opportunities. Professor Fitzpatrick, thank you for coming. Thank you for having me. Okay? What do you think of this text? Was it difficult? Was it hard? There were some words that I didn't know before. So I believe the text was a little bit difficult. But I tell you, the best way for us to learn English, to improve our level of English, is reading and listening to content that we don't know all of the words. Because this is an opportunity for us to expand our range of words, to increase our vocabulary. Okay? If you read something that you know all of the words, you are hardly improving your level of English. Okay? So when you read something that you don't know everything, be happy, because it's an opportunity for you to increase the number of words that you know. Okay? So for the next unities, when we are going to read the texts, I will ask you to read the text before, and after we will read the text together, working the vocabulary. Okay? So I will give you some time. You just pause the video, okay? And then you watch it, you read the text in your book as many times as you need, okay? Checking the vocabulary, looking the words up on the internet, and after that we are going to read together with my comments and my explanations, okay? And now we are going to listen to this dialogue so we can practice a little bit of our listening skills, okay? So every time you see this button here, track, there's a track with the audio of this text, okay? So let's listen to it.
Track 1. What will life in the future be like?
Today, we have in our show Professor Fitzpatrick from Dublin, Ireland, to talk about what life in the future will be like. Professor, what can you tell us about the future?
Predicting the future with absolute certainty is a challenge. However, we can speculate on potential developments based on current trends and technological advancements.
What role will technology play in our lives?
Technology will play an even more significant role in our lives. AI and automation will continue to advance, shaping industries such as healthcare, transportation, and manufacturing. We'll see self-driving cars becoming commonplace, AI-driven personalized medicine, and smart cities optimizing resource usage.
That's amazing. What about renewable energy?
The shift toward renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydroelectric power will accelerate. This transition will lead to cleaner environments, reduced carbon emissions, and greater energy sustainability.
Outstanding. It sounds like a dream. Professor, what can you say about virtual and augmented reality?
Virtual and augmented reality will transform the way we interact with the digital world. From immersive entertainment experiences to enhanced remote collaboration and training, these technologies will redefine how we perceive and interact with information.
Will there be flying cars in the future?
Although flying cars are still in the experimental and developmental stage, it's possible that with continued advancements in technology and regulations, we'll see flying cars in the future. Some companies are testing functional flying vehicles, often referred to as urban air mobility vehicles, that can take off and land vertically like helicopters. These vehicles are designed to navigate urban environments and potentially alleviate traffic congestion.
That's very interesting, Professor. Will humans ever live in space?
Despite the high investment, human space exploration will progress, with the establishment of lunar and Martian colonies becoming a distinct possibility. Space tourism might become more accessible, thus opening up new frontiers for adventure and research.
Last, but definitely not least, will people live longer?
Medical breakthroughs will lead to more effective treatments and personalized therapies. Genetic editing, nanotechnology, and telemedicine will revolutionize healthcare delivery, extending human lifespans and improving overall quality of life. Due to an aging population, innovations in elder care and assisted living will emerge. Robotics and AI will assist in providing companionship and support for the elderly. To conclude, remember that the future is shaped by numerous factors, including unforeseen events, scientific discoveries, and societal changes. Therefore, the possibilities are vast, and the future will likely be a mix of surprises, challenges, and exciting opportunities.
Professor Fitzpatrick, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
What are you going to do now? You're going to pause this video and you're going to listen to the audio again, but without reading. Just close your eyes, look somewhere, and focus 100% on the audio, okay? You already know all, if not all, most of the words in this text. We have just read it twice, one with me, another one with the audio. So this is going to help you to listen to this audio and understand the biggest part of it. Okay, so just pause the video now, rewind the video a little bit and listen to the audio again. Okay? I'll wait, do it. And now you're going to answer some questions about this text. Okay? The questions are here on page 5 and 6. Okay? You have 7 questions. You are going to answer all of these questions here. And after, you are going to see the answers on page 127. Check answers on page 127. For every exercise that we have here in this book, you have the answers at the end of the book. So you just click here, 127, and you see the key answers of the exercises. All right? And then here you have the answers of this first activity. All right? So you are going to answer these questions and check the answers at the end of the book. All right? And I see you again in the next class. See you!